Hi guys, I am going to be playing Hearts of Iron 3. It's a similar game to what I played on Saturday, which was Crusader Kings II. Similar part of the world even, I was playing up there. I am playing as one of the easier nations to start as, that is the Weimar Republic, more notoriously known as Nazi Germany. You can see that just a moment, politics. The head of state is Adolf Hitler. He is described as a power-hungry demagogue. And there are some of the stats. I cannot replace him or Rudolf Hess, as they are essentially instrumental, and they're the people in charge. I can replace the foreign minister, the armament minister, the minister of security, the chief of air force, chief of navy, chief of the army, chief of staff, and the chief of or the head of intelligence. My party is the National Socialist Party, having essentially 40% of the vote. Nothing can get accomplished in legislature without our approval, which is how Adolf Hitler accumulated so much power in the first place, through coalitions. He was elected into a parliamentary system and had very heavy control of the military, even though he was very unpopular with much of the Wehrmacht. Without further ado, let's move on to technology. It said more research is possible, yet I haven't actually... I like to play heavier on research. Not that heavy. There we go. Theory, secret, industry. Start research. Working on computer technology, industrial production, industrial efficiency. Let's go into theory on land. Blitzkrieg. That's historical. I would want to be somewhat historical since I'm playing as Germany. Nuclear science research. I like to go some of the more theoretical type things. Mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, electronic engineering. This will make my research in those fields more efficient, so it's a long-term investment. I'm playing the long-term type game. Education, definitely. Agriculture. Radar. Decryption. Encryption. That's 15 out of 20. Assault weapons. The Sturmgewehr was the first assault rifle. It was made, produced, and invented by the Nazi regime. Modern warfare was essentially invented by them. 17 out of 20. Why would I research cavalry? That's ridiculous. Capital, bomber, fighter, industry. It all comes back to industry, doesn't it? Steel production. Don't mind if I do. The United States is very far away from the Axis alignment, it would probably be a waste of time to try to influence them. Some nations that it might be profitable to, however, are Portugal. Since Portugal is drifting towards the Allies, I am going to try to influence the nation. Now, one of the interesting things in this game is the United States is drifting 1.43 towards Axis due to ideological similarity. And I'm not sure why specifically there is an Axis similarity concept there. Comintern probably starts out as the weakest faction. You don't actually need to go to war to win this game. You only need to get to a certain percentage of the victory points. So now that we've looked at that, this game does require a degree of patience, but some of the things you can do fairly soon are the reoccupation of the Rhineland. That was the first thing that happened. And second is the annexation of Austria. This isn't to say that Austria was a perfect nation before that. It was actually a fascist regime before it was annexed by the Weimar Republic, as it was before it was the Third Reich. In many ways, Germany was an Austrian province under Hitler, since he was born in Braunau in Austria. So let's move on. I am a totalitarian system. That's quite useful. Mixed industry. I cannot move towards heavy industry emphasis because I am not at war. Propaganda press. That gives the most state control. Just more than state press. Specialist training. That's a very heavy education emphasis. Press laws, etc. The step after that is partitioning Poland. Not an easy thing to do.